thought about and have been wanting to make a YouTube channel for ever since I started watching YouTube, and that was like 2018, 2017, like forever ago. Maybe before that, probably like 2015. But we're gonna start one. And I went to Reddit and asked how I should start one, and told them some of my interests and things I'm good at and things I would enjoy talking about. So, we are going with Get Ready With Me. And I wanted to be like, there's not really much new ideas on YouTube anymore, but I wanted to like do something not a lot of people do. So I'm gonna do like Get Ready With Me while talking about conspiracy theories. So, and a little bit of food because I didn't eat breakfast, so we're having like a brunch type thing. So, but I don't know, I guess they've been doing it a lot longer than me, but I don't know how YouTubers freaking, especially ones that be talking about like conspiracy theories or stuff like that, do it without notes. Or true crime, like reading a true crime story without notes. How do you do that? So sorry, I can't do it. So I have notes, and it's all color coordinated, and yeah. But first, we're gonna pull out the makeup. Well, first we're gonna do like, I don't know if I technically call it skincare, but like skincare, like prepping my face for makeup. While we talk about the first conspiracy theory that I want to talk about. I have like no room in front of me. Probably should have made more room, but it's fine. It's so fine. Okay. I'm just gonna look a little crazy. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh. I love being a woman. And that was not sarcasm. Most of the time it is. That time it was not. Okay. Let's start out with putting my headphone away. Because I do not need it anymore. Okay. Let's start out with some skincare stuff. If you don't use witch hazel, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's so great. And it's good for pH balance and all kinds of things, but I get the unscented one because I have very sensitive skin. I have eczema. Very sensitive skin. We're gonna start out with this. Do I even know if these things do anything? No. Do I still use them? Yes. In my head, do they do something? Maybe. But we're still gonna use it. And that's all we're gonna use. Most of the time I do it longer, but it's not doing it today. I need to find like, okay, probably this, and then my moisturizer. I just organized this thing yesterday, but it's not that organized. It's fine. Put this thing on. Okay. Let's start out with, I'll take a moisturizer. This is the Bubble, the Inside Out 2, the anxiety moisturizer. I just thought it was super freaking cute. Okay. I thought it was super freaking cute. And it actually works really good. So, I like it. I do a lot because I do my neck too. Just in case. Because I do not wear foundation, concealer, any of that. I personally just do use powder products, and if I'm doing liquid products, that's gonna be my blush and highlight. But I don't use that many liquid products anymore. I think it's because I do a lot of like preparation for the makeup. Nobody talks about how damaging makeup is for your skin, especially when you go from wearing makeup as a teenager to wearing it as like an adult. Because I started wearing makeup when I was 15. My skin and the texture of my skin and just all of the things are completely different from when I was even 15 to 18 to now. So I just literally changed my entire makeup routine. I used to wear foundation, concealer, the whole 9 yards. Now I do not. This is hyaluronic acid serum. And I literally just started using it yesterday, and I could tell the difference when I woke up. Might sound insane, don't care. Okay, I have 2 different ones of these. I big problem is, when I get something new, even if I have another one that's like it, I have to fucking open it to try it. And then I end up using it a lot. So I have one that's, it's facial spray, and it's Mario, that's this, I can't pronounce it. But it's aloe, cucumber, green tea. This one's aloe, herbs, and rose water. I don't know which one I like more. I think this one, but I use both, so we're gonna use both. Might look a little intense. And then the witch hazel. And then fan my face. Wait, I have an actual fan. Hold up. This fan, look at this, it's so pretty. Literally just sit here and fan my face. Just like this. It looks hella, like, it looks like my face just got rained on. Or just washed my face, but there's just a lot of hydrating stuff for your skin. I'm trying to get it to dry as quickly as possible. Sorry if you can hear the freaking fan. It's hot. And I live in a place where the weather is very stupid. So, it's very hot right now. But it's supposed to cool off later, so we have the patio door open with the fan, like, so it's still fresh air, you know? In my head it's still fresh air. Oh yeah, I think it's dry enough. Yeah, just look how, like, dewy my skin looks. It's, yeah. That's why I don't wear foundation and stuff, because it's just gonna make it look more, like, glossy and stuff. And I already do that a lot with my highlight. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. That looks great. Yes, I have my makeup in a box. No, I don't care. No. It used to be in a big suitcase because I used to have so much that I literally had no room for it. And I have a bad problem with using expired makeup. It's not good. You should not do that ever. Some cases, maybe stretch it a little bit. Most cases, no. But yeah. We're gonna get into the first conspiracy theory. I have to pick one. I have like 3 pages worth of stuff. Okay, let's get into the ocean conspiracy theories. And I don't even know if I need to put like a disclaimer in this video yet because it's like my first one or whatever. But we're going to. It's all allegedly. All of this is stuff I found online from different resources, and it's all legit. Okay. Just theories. Okay. one might be a crazy one to start with. A crazy one to start with. But we're gonna start with the lost city of Atlantis. Okay, I have been hearing about this conspiracy theory, since I literally was a kid. And I used to wholeheartedly believe it, even before I seen like any videos or anything about it. Because in my head, my logic was, everybody knows that NASA stopped exploring the ocean to go explore space. What did they see? What did they find? What bothered them so bad that they were like, yeah, we are not doing that anymore. And then they wanted to go literally leave the planet to go find something else. Why? Why? What was out there? They only explored 5%. You know how big the ocean is? Scary. But the lost city of Atlantis. Now there's so many different crazy ones wrapped around that. In my head, what I believe is that there was a city or something of those, something along those lines, and it was people doing like experiments and like all this crazy they weren't supposed to be doing, and they were like, where can we do all of this that will be hidden from literally everybody because they're too scared to even look into it, go around it, be a part of it, any of it. Lost City of Atlantis. Makes a lot of sense. And it's been referenced in so many things. Tell me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's been referenced in pretty much every adult animated movie, or not movie, show. Family Guy, Rick and Morty, Simpsons. I'm pretty sure it's been mentioned in all of them. And then it's been mentioned in so many movies, so many shows, and there's so many theories around it. Those are just the ones that I believe. Okay. More ocean theories. Okay. The ice wall in Antarctica. My dream place, I'm not going to say Antarctica because that's insane. My dream place is to live in Alaska. I have wanted to since probably 16 years old. Over the past 3 to 4 years, I've been redebating that because of everything else that happens in really cold environments that not a lot of people live in. It's not yeah. But Antarctica specifically and the ice wall, I'm pretty sure you can go to Antarctica, but there are certain places you cannot go in Antarctica, and that is the ice wall. And if you try, you get in trouble. And it makes me think, what's behind it? What don't they want you to see that's behind it? And if anybody did get behind it or see it, what would happen to them? It's a question of a lot of things. And I already brought up, like, NASA stopped exploring the ocean just to explore space. Like, I have a deep fear of the ocean. Personally, I grew up having nightmares, like, pretty frequently, just about the ocean. Different things about the ocean. Like, one time my entire living room, my childhood home, my entire living room, like, opened up into an ocean and there was a giant octopus and it like pulled people down into it. It's terrifying. And then I always have one of drowning. And then, yeah. But it's ironic because my favorite animal is a jellyfish. But it's fine. But yeah, I want to know what animal, creature, or what if like all the mythical things that people like bring up about the ocean, like krakens, sirens, all of those things. What if those things are real? And they drove them out of the ocean because they were like, no, this one that ain't man touched. Well, besides all the pollution and garbage and all of that oil, that nonsense, it's not man touched, and they don't want you there. They don't want you around it. You should think a little bit. Another big one with the ocean, I think it's, I didn't write it down, I think it's the Atlantic or Pacific, please tell me if I'm wrong, I think it's the Atlantic. The Atlantic Ocean, the Bermuda Triangle. I've been fascinated with this since I got into conspiracy theories, and that was like the beginning of me watching YouTube. And literally, it's insane the amount of people, things, entire ships, entire planes, entire just, like, I wouldn't say like armies of people, but like small armies of people just, bye, you're missing, goodbye. What? And like, yeah, people talk about it, but not enough. Not enough. And they used to talk about it more, but like, it's still happening. People are still going missing to this day. And it's literally insane. And I would never go there. Personally, I don't think I'll ever go on a cruise either because of those things. I watch too many conspiracy theories, true crime, and all of that. I'm good. I'm so good. Okay. I think we're gonna move on from ocean stuff though, because I could talk about that literally forever, but I'm not going to. So now, you guys gotta let me know like which ones you want to hear about. What you just gotta give me pointers on this video because I will take all the positive feedback I can give, even some negative criticism, even if it's, well, as long as it's constructive, I'll take it. Okay. Let me go back to the first page, actually. Okay, let's get into Hollywood conspiracies. Oh my goodness. Probably one of my favorite conspiracy theories because I don't know, I wouldn't say idolize, but like it's so fascinating to me, like celebrities and then the celebrities that like expose things and then they just go bye. They go missing, or they get killed, or they overdose. And yeah, one that I didn't write down that I'm just gonna talk like naturally about, the 27 Club. Tell me why all of those people just happen to have a white lighter. Why? Tell me why all of those people, well, there's a reason it's called the 27 Club because they were all 27. But like, that's such an odd number. Like, there has to be something more to do with that number than just the fact that, like, I don't know. There just has to be more about it. And the fact that who's all part of the 27 Club, the fact that all of those people knew things that they probably shouldn't, makes you question a whole hell of a lot. Whole hell of a lot. Let's get into more of that. Okay, so let's get into more on like the topic of the actors and famous people and just pretty much the child actors and everybody in Hollywood that got traumatized and then got shown or told or traumatized by the actual terrifying things that were going on in Hollywood, and they were labeled as crazy or mental or on drugs, or they did go on drugs and did have mental breakdowns and did have these problems because of how traumatized they were and how like alone they felt and how isolating it is and all of the things. So, I know I'm using a mirror as like this, it's just easier for me, so sorry. But, okay, I wrote down like a little list of the celebrities. One that I didn't really know, like, I'm sure all of the childhood actors are traumatized, but like, I feel like some of them just wasn't, and they didn't get that treatment for some fucking reason. And I literally thought Drew Barrymore was one of those. I was wrong. Most of the time you're wrong about Hollywood, but I was wrong about Drew Barrymore because I watch her show now, and like I've seen movies from when she was a kid and shit, like E.T. Who hasn't seen E.T.? And then like her career going on, like 51st Dates, like those type of movies. And then now I watch her show, and you could just tell by the way she talks to some of these people that like they're trauma bonding and like they're relating too much and like all of these things. And like I don't know how old she was when she first met Adam Sandler, but like after everything that came out about him in the files and shit, don't trust it. Do not trust it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's move on. Okay. I'm just gonna name off a few and then like tell you bits about like them and yeah. Britney, Justin, Macaulay Culkin, Lindsay Lohan, the Olsen twins, the Olsen sisters from Full House. Literally, the Olsens, I could do a whole video about the Olsen sisters and Full House and all of those things. But literally, the fact they quit acting altogether, never wanted to be in the public eye, probably in the first place. If they had a choice, they probably would have never went into that in the first place, to be honest. And the fact that, like, there's been so many videos and so many things that have come out about the three main men a part of that show that made jokes about them as they were kids on that show, like not even kids, babies on that show. It's insane. It's literally insane. And the fact that like TMZ and Hollywood and paparazzi still won't leave them alone, insane. And I do not blame them for doing whatever they can to not be in the public eye, because it's scary for people. I didn't even mention her, but like Amanda Bynes, she tried not to be in the public eye. Did not work for her at all. You know what she had to do? Change everything about herself so no man would ever find her attractive ever again. Literally what she did. I get a little bit heated and a little bit emotional when I talk about these things, but I feel like they need to be talked about. So, we're talking about them. Okay. Justin Bieber. I've liked Justin Bieber since I was literally a kid. Like, One Less Woman, Girl, Baby, all of that. And I just felt like something was off when it came to Justin, when I seen him just surrounded by adults all the time. No, not a lot of kids. And he was a kid. You know, like Usher, P. Diddy. And that video of what's her face? What's her name? she's married to one of the Donnie Wahlberg's wife. Her kissing him when he was still a teenager, gross. Gross. And I can get into like I can get into so many conspiracy theories about the Masked Singer people, the judges, just in general. Just in general. Because the fact that she did that to Justin and then works with Robin Thicke Jr. and Robin Thicke Sr. literally, like, he traumatized Justin too in a way. I seen a clip of it and I don't remember like what he said specifically, so I don't want to re-quote it wrong. But he said that he also traumatized him in a way, so the way that's all interlinked, I don't like that. And the fact that Justin has been labeled like, oh, he's a drug addict now, oh, he's crazy, oh, he's mental, blah, blah, all this shit because of how fucking traumatized he was as a kid. Insane. Insane. I knew from the beginning of like all of Justin Bieber's like freak out stuff. He's just doing this to get somebody's attention because he's hurt and don't know what else to do. Don't know what else to do. So, but let's also talk about like Lindsay Lohan. She lived her life, and then she was a childhood star, and then she continued acting, and then she fell into the drugs and alcohol and pretty much everything dark in Hollywood. Well, what we used to think was dark in Hollywood. And then she kind of stopped being a public eye figure because everybody was like, oh, you're a problem, like you're crazy, you're a whore, pretty much, all of this shit. And then a few years later, she popped out, plastic surgery, looking snatched, looking like a porcelain doll of herself, if you will. And now everything's fine. And at first, people were kind of freaked out. Yeah, which is normal. Any person, regardless of them being like a celebrity or not, if they make a big change like that after just going through all this shit, you're gonna question it a little bit. So people questioned it, which is bad and unfair. But now I at least think, I don't know, she's a little bit questionable to me. Like, I don't know. I get a little bit of a bad feeling from her. I don't know what it is though. Can't really put my eye on it. My eye on it? Put my finger on it. That's what I did. But, okay, Macaulay Culkin, everybody knows he got fucking traumatized and then did drugs and shit like crazy, and then now he's fine, has a family, and yeah, loves his life now. And then Britney. As of right now, I literally don't even know what is going on with Britney Spears. There's still been so many things going on with her. That's a sore topic because I love her, and I've loved her since I was literally probably like 10 or 11. And yeah, sore topic. We're not gonna talk about this. We're not gonna talk about it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about celebrities. I talked about this a little bit, but we're gonna talk about the celebrities that either went missing or got like killed off because they knew too much that they weren't supposed to know. A little side note, I made potatoes yesterday, so I don't even leftover potatoes. They're so good. I literally cut them up, put them in the air fryer, love potatoes. Nothing wrong with potatoes. Okay. Let's talk about probably my favorite celebrity, actor. Probably ever. Let me finish this first. That was a scary one, I'm so sorry. Okay. Matthew Perry. If you know, you know. If you did not read Matthew Perry's book, I highly suggest you do. Probably one of the best books I've ever read. And I've read a lot of books. I'm not like book savvy. Can't name a collection besides ones from my childhood. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. But I know good books when I see them. Or read them, I should say. So, Matthew Perry. And literally, as of this video is coming out, probably like probably like a week ago now, the ketamine queen literally went to prison for his death. And there's like 6 other people that are locked up because of his death, which is sad and insane and scary. What did they know that he knew that they didn't want exposed? Probably the fact that she was a ketamine queen, but I think it goes 10 billion times deeper than that. I think this bitch, hopefully that'll get monetized. I think she was involved with Epstein somehow. Have I done any research about that? Nope. Have I seen a single thing about that? Nope. Do I believe that? Yep. And I'll give you the reason why I believe that, because Matthew was literally on the verge of exposing a lot of things. A lot of things. He did expose a lot of things in his book, but he was on the verge of exposing pretty much everything about Hollywood. The very dark stuff. And guess what one of those things he was going to expose? Epstein's Island. And I looked into the files. Matthew Perry was mentioned, but it was just friend stuff. Like, literally just for the show. That stuff. Like, promoting the show. Like, things like that. And then talking about his book. Promoting his book. And stuff like that. But he knew a lot more than what he was putting on. And what's the best way they kill people off in Hollywood? They OD'd. They had an overdose. I'm sorry, what? Some of them, yeah, they were really struggling, and I really think they did. Some of them, nope. Kurt Cobain, nope. Marilyn Monroe, nope. Amy Winehouse, that one, I'm iffy on Amy Winehouse. I genuinely do not know if I believe that one was genuinely an overdose or she got killed off. I don't know. Do not know. But there's more that I did not mention. So many more. Okay. More. We might go to more Hollywood ones. I don't know. I have to look at my little list here. Okay. Is Euphoria technically Hollywood? Okay. It is today. We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Euphoria was such a hyped up show when it first came out. As it should have been, because it was genuinely good at the beginning. And then, you know, the producer, it's either the producer or somebody else, whoever the fuck that guy is. He literally is a fuck. And he's using the show to promote like all of his sick, twisted thoughts and kinks and all of this shit. I fully believe that now. After watching the fucking first episode of the 3rd season, I fully and wholeheartedly believe that. Because what the was Sydney Sweeney doing? I'm so sorry. I'm a girl's girl. I'm forever a girl's girl. And acting's rough. You gotta do what you gotta do. Girl, you didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that. There's no fucking way. You read that, did the table reading, was like, yeah, this is gold. This is great. No, no ma'am. No ma'am. And Zendaya, I love Zendaya. We're here for that. Because apparently, Sydney, little bitch ass, apparently she's a racist. And that's why her and Zendaya, you can feel the tension between them. You can literally feel it when you're walking around together in a scene. I felt it from the beginning when Rue snitched her out, bro. I felt that tension. I felt it. And then Labyrinth. Let's get to Labyrinth. Literally, since the beginning of the show came out, one of my favorite songs in the entire world is Never Felt So Low. And I could be wrong, but I don't even remember that being in the original series. It probably was, and I'm probably wrong. But it was like a special in one of the like bonus episodes, special episodes or whatever. So it became one of my favorite songs. And then literally like months before season 3 was gonna premiere, Labyrinth, he either went to Instagram or Twitter or something, and he was like, fuck Euphoria, fuck all of them, fuck this shit, and he left. I want to know why. What happened, bro? Like, I get, well, no. I get you wanting to leave for the racism, for literally, ew, it's literally like a sex addict's dream, that entire fucking show. It's mind-blowing, like, ugh. Why? Like, what else happened that he wanted to leave? Like, what are they hiding? What? Or is it just the fact that they're exposing, like, so many things, just throwing it in front of our faces? Like, what? And I strongly have this, like, thing in the back of my head that, like, if an actor plays a character way too well in a show, a movie, it could be an animated movie, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If they play that actor way too well, they've acted like that in real life. They have that in the back of their head. That's how they are in real life. Have been in their real life, something along those lines. That's terrifying. I could give a list of examples, but I don't know too many right now. I don't know too many. But I'm going to take a little, I don't want to get demonetized or anything, or flagged or anything, so I'm going to take a little smoke break, and I'm just going to flip, oh crap, that could give me copyright. I'm just going to flip my camera real quick and have it like facing something, either like outside or the wall, just for a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. Hopefully you cannot see the TV from that angle. Just for a few seconds, I just need a little break, and it helps me think more. I know that might sound whack, crazy, but it does. Okay, I'm back. So sorry. I'm so sorry for that little angle there for a second. I think I'm trying not to do so many Google searches. I know. I sound insane, as I'm probably not helping with the water epidemic at all, but I didn't Google if I can smoke my nicotine vape on YouTube. I'm still gonna do it, and if it gets demonetized or flagged or whatever, I'm redoing this entire video tomorrow. Probably will just be a bunch of different topics, but that's fine. And okay, let me know what topics, if you like the whole like makeup idea of doing it all, what more you want me to do. I had to fix my blinds a little bit because I'm a bunch of maybe nosy, so one second. Once again. That literally did nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just let me know what, like, type of videos you guys want. Because I love doing the conspiracy theories and makeup. I love that idea. I got that idea from a Reddit person. But, I thought about doing, like, makeup with true crime, but everybody does that. If you're in the makeup world and you're like into that type of thing, you're doing that. We're doing that on YouTube. And they do it good. And I know if I do that, it's that good. So I'm not gonna try. But this, and like I tried to look it up on YouTube. Not a lot of people are doing it. Like Bailey, she's done a few where she's done like her makeup and then talked about conspiracy theories, but no. Her main thing is her doing her makeup and then talking about true crime, which is pretty much all of them. If they do like two different things at once, that's what it is, and that's okay. That's okay. And I know I need to get better at like not eating the notes and just being able to like talk about these things, but I have really bad ADD. There's also unmedicated, so I need the notes, and it helps me be able to like list things off and like be able to get through it. So that's what I'm gonna do for the time being. But I'm genuinely looking for points, tips, anything to help me improve as a YouTuber, because I wanted to be a YouTuber literally forever. And I've been watching YouTube forever, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I think my biggest, like, I wouldn't say, like, inspiration, but I would say inspiration, but, like, my biggest, like, person I watch on YouTube right now is probably Chloe, like, the girl who goes, hi, hello, my name is Chloe. Yeah. Her. And she does, like, she'll do, like, haunting videos, scary, like, video game videos. She'll do all kinds of videos, and I love that. And I like Kendall Ray, and I forget her name. She has long black hair and glasses sometimes. She's plus size, and she does conspiracy theories and stuff. So I watch her, and then Comic Chris. I watch male YouTubers too, but not a lot. Just not a lot. But I do watch them, like, I can't even think of one that I still watch, but I used to watch, like, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye. I think Jacksepticeye was my favorite. Happy Wheels, that literally was my favorite thing ever. And I know it didn't sound like what he sounded like because I haven't heard it in years, so I don't know what it sounds like. But as you can tell, I have ADD. But yeah, this video is about 45 minutes long. I'm trying to get it to like an hour or something. So I'm like, probably like 55% done with my makeup. I've done like the base of it. And then I'm gonna do eyeshadow, highlight, maybe a little bit of contour, fix my lips because I just did them quickly. And yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna do my hair today because it's wash day. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. It's not over. I'm over it. And if you can hear the TV in the background, hopefully it's not enough where I could end up getting copyright for it. I've been watching YouTube for years, but I still don't know all like the rules and crap of it, so. And like I literally have not watched any new like beginning YouTubers in a while. Like I watched a few when they first started coming out, like Johnny, Gilbert, and Jake, and Tara, and all of them, and Jillian Weber, Jake's sister. I started watching them when they like first like started getting popular. Now they're like super big and popular. I'm like, holy crap, holy. But yeah. So. And I feel like we need to go back to the days where we just do like real, uncut, fun, like cool topics on YouTube, and we just be real because there's so much fake and dark and scary and hopelessness in the world. So there's a little bit of light, positivity, well, some positivity, and just something to maybe put you in a better mood. And I'm also eating, so that helps some people. I know it helps me. I literally, like, for a year I could not eat without watching something, without watching somebody else eat on my phone, the TV, something. And it was very hard, so I think it helps people. And like, I've always been like embarrassed, like had secondhand embarrassment about making a YouTube channel. I don't have that anymore. I literally, it's insane, but your brain truly does develop at 25, and you can literally, this might make me sound literally insane, but I can feel it developing. The past year or two, I have felt it developing. The past year, I have cut off a 10-year friendship. I barely talk to any of my family. I have cut ties with a lot of friends that I used to have, a lot of people that I used to know. I literally used to go to the bar every day and live my life like that every day. Now, I'm a boring person. I barely do anything because that's how I want to live my life. And do not let people judge you for wanting to be alone. Wanting, even people I've had call me a hermit or a nomad or things like that because I don't like people and I'd rather just do things by myself and yeah, in my own comfort. Don't let anybody ever judge you for that, ever. They are scared, insecure, and jealous of the fact that you are capable of actually being alone because they can't do it. They can't do it. That's it. It's so simple. And I've learned that. It took me a while to learn that, but I learned that. Okay. I need a little drink break. I have Kool-Aid and I have water. I literally drank 2 or 3 of these every day. Make sure you stay hydrated. Hydrated. Okay, I think we're gonna eat another potato. These potatoes are literally so freaking good. And they're so simple. I literally put seasoning salt on them and oil. And cook them in the air fryer. And then heat them back up. In the microwave. And they're still crispy. Not as crispy as they could be or should be, but they're still crispy. Which is a plus in my book. So. But let's get back on this makeup. And these conspiracy theories. Okay. Okay. Charlie Sheen. Crazy. I can do a whole video just on Charlie Sheen. I don't think I'm gonna get into that topic right now. Because that's just too much. This one is kind of a crazy one, but I will stand on this hill. I will stand on this hill. I will die on this hill. I don't care. The new shows that are coming out, like on Fox and CBS, all of those things, they've been putting things in media for years, pretty much hiding them in plain sight. So of course they're going to continue to do that. Even after the files, of course they're going to do that. The fun, especially shows like SVU. I've watched literally Law & Order SVU since I was 8 years old. The things in that show, yeah, they're fake. They're not fake. They're putting shit in plain sight. The things like that happen every day. Every day. Every day. And, okay. This show in particular, it's called The Hunting Party. And we've heard Hunting Party in different terms before, like, especially in Hollywood, like, especially when The Files came out. We heard Hunting Party in the terms of that one lady who exposed a bunch of elites in the files and stuff like that. She said that literally when she was a kid and a bunch of other kids got taken to this island, and they were held in something. I don't recall what it was, because I looked into it, but it was way too much. So she said these elites would let the children go, and they would basically hunt them, and if you got caught, you got or taken or sold or pretty much whatever they wanted to do with you. You had no choice in the matter. That's a whole nother thing of Hunting Party. We're not gonna get into that. That's just, I could do a whole video just about the files. I probably will end up doing a video about that. This is particularly about one specific show called The Hunting Party. This one is on, I'm pretty sure it's Fox. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of this one or seen this one, but it's literally kind of insane. Okay. Pretty much the premise is these, like, world famous serial killers, elite serial killers. The government, the world all believed, well, the world all believed they were dead because the government told them they were all dead, but they kept them in this facility. The facility burnt down because of one of the people in the place burnt it down. So a lot of them died or escaped. Most of them escaped. So it goes, these episodes show like why they were like that, the ways they were tortured in the facilities, and the way none of it helped them continue to do what they did after getting out of the facility. And I believe it's another show of just hiding things in plain sight. And I have this whole theory that, what if that's true? What if none of the serial killers that we thought died, and they're all just like in a facility and one day they're all just gonna break out, and yeah. And we've heard like conspiracy theories of the government like making serial killers and like producing these horrific people to come out into the world and do these things. And now with the files and everything that got released, they're literally just running the fucking world and hiding in plain sight and running everything like Trump. I'm so sorry, I will die on that hill that Trump is just as bad as Epstein. I don't care. Anybody who was in those files or anything that was wrong, anything that was harm to another person or child or anything along those lines, you're just as bad as Epstein. And these people are still being praised. These people are still working. Nobody is getting arrested for these things. Nobody's being interviewed for these things. And it's scary and it's sad. And that's the world we're living in right now. And yeah. So I think all of these like new crazy ass shows that are coming out, ones like The Hunting Party and like all the detective shows and like all these movies that are about to be coming out after the file's released, yeah, they're just gonna start exposing everything. And if more celebrities start dying or going missing, you know how many celebrities have passed away in 2026 so far? A lot. You know how many of them at a young ass age? A lot. You know how many of them got diseases or just things that people didn't hear about 30 years ago, people dying from? A lot. It just makes you think. It just makes you think a lot. Okay, let's move on from that. That was a lot. Okay. Okay, let's talk about Scientology. Okay, and let's talk about, first, I think, I'm going to talk about Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. So, let's talk about them. Okay. So, Tom Cruise, everybody knows, I'm pretty sure he's still in Scientology. He's like a president in Scientology. And he's been in Scientology pretty much his entire acting career. And Katie Holmes, married to Tom Cruise, she got involved in it. She wanted out of it. So, a conspiracy that I seen was that the movie Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler movie, that we all love, I seen that the only reason she got booked, well, not booked, casted into that movie is like one of the main people, is so that Adam could help her divorce Tom and get out of Scientology and escape and be free from it. Which, I'm not going to give any credits to Adam Sandler, especially after everything that's come out in files, so that was a good thing though. But Tom Cruise, I've always got a bad vibe from him. I don't really watch any of his movies, haven't really seen any of his movies. I've never seen any, I don't even know like his main movie franchise. I think it's like Top Gun or something. Don't come for me. Yeah. But, more Scientology. Let's talk about that 70s show. And a few of their cast members. I can do a whole episode about that 70s show and the cast and all the crazy things about them and their cast and all of the things. But let's talk about the Scientology part of it. Danny Masters was a Scientologist. His brother was a Scientologist. Guess who dated the brother? Laura, whatever her name is, the redhead, dated him. She left him, so essentially she left Scientology. Pretty sure the brothers are both still involved into Scientology. Scary. And then just all of the things that came out about all of those actors from that show, literally insane. Like all of the stuff about Ashton Kutcher, and all of the stuff about the character who played Fez. Not a lot of people talk about this. He's a pedophile too. He dated underage girls as a grown-ass man at my age. At 25, 23, 24, he dated 18 and younger girls. No. As someone who is that age, the youngest I will date, okay, I'm 24, the youngest I'll date is 22. Just a personal preference for me. The oldest I will date, probably 27. That is literally my range, a very small range. I just have that mindset. It's insane to me that not a lot of people have that mindset. And it's insane to me that everybody just thought it was okay. Like, Demi Lovato dated him when she was a teenager. And he was grown. And then, literally, Mila Kunis, her entire relationship with Ashton, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this. This is how I feel about it. I believe it's a groomed relationship, and she's only with him because she's brainwashed and, like, yeah, she was literally groomed in the show. She started the show when she was 14 years old, 13 or 14. They were all grown. I think only one of them was a teenager besides her, and the rest of them were grown. And they all literally sexualized Jackie, and then literally just for years. And then Ashton went off to date Demi Moore and like all of these people, and then Mila, she dated a few people, and then they got back together. It's because she like went back to that, oh, this is my childhood, this is so, I could go into so many details. I could do, like I said, I could do a whole video just about that 70s show. But let's move on. I think I have one more. Okay, we're gonna end on like a positive note. A positive, I don't want to say like goofy, because this video has been very serious, and I enjoy talking about very serious things that more people should talk about, especially people with bigger platforms, but that's fine. I am going to talk about protein now. Literally, protein, everything has become such like a big popular thing. Literally, protein coffee, protein water, protein food, protein drinks, protein, literally everything. Protein that has protein in it. Like, and they're profiting it off as, oh, this has more protein in it, or this has this in it, and it doesn't have it in it. Or it already had it in it, now they're just promoting it to you. Insane. And it will be products like, literally, like, all of the Lunchables now. That's such a weird pick, but I noticed it because I eat Lunchables every once in a while still. Now they all say, like, especially like the cracker ones or the pizza ones, like, all of them will say at least 10 grams or 13 grams of protein now. None, not a single one of them had anything about protein. When we were kids, we would have noticed that. Not even on the back of them. And I've sat there and read Lunchables when I was a kid and stuff, because I did that. I don't know why. But I read a bunch of labels and stuff, and it never said anything about protein. Now all of a sudden everything is about protein. Okay, that's all for marketing. All for marketing. And a lot of things are like that. All like the healthy stuff, like, oh, this is organic, oh, this is healthy, this is keto, whatever. whatever it may be, gluten-free, whatever. It's all just marketing. It's not real. It's not real. They're just advertising it like that. They're just advertising it like that. Okay, there was many topics that I wanted to get to today that I did not get to. One of the main ones was makeup conspiracy theories. Just in general, like the dark side of the makeup world, because there's a lot. There's a lot. We know like the basics, like animal cruelty, testing on animals, testing probably on children, and like anybody they can have be a little guinea pig for them. So, let me know if you want me to do an entire video on makeup conspiracy theories while I do my makeup. Because honestly, I would love that. I wanted to talk about it a little bit during this video. I just couldn't find enough like, not like evidence, or like research about it, or videos, or anything about like the reality of the makeup world. And I know there's a lot. Like, I want to know why we can make so many things in the world that like do have high colors and pigments and stuff like that doesn't stain regular everyday things, but then we have makeup. And I'll show you one product in particular that I barely use because it stains my face every time I use it. And yes, the colors are worth it, but the stains are not worth it. And I know that's damaging to your skin. And yeah, this palette, and most palettes like this, with these bright colors, like this one, they're gonna stain your face. They're gonna stain your eyes, and it's gonna last for days, and it's gonna make you look like you have more damaged skin than you already do, and you don't. And yeah, and this is just a personal thing of mine. I don't see a lot of people who do their makeup do this, unless it's like the setting spray and stuff. I redo my skin thing, like my skin preparation, after I do my makeup too, just so my skin is okay. I don't like sit down and rub it all in, but I will show you. I only do one pump of my moisturizer the second time, but I do this. And then I put it on my neck, and then, since I just started using this, I don't know how this is gonna go. This is the hyaluronic acid. I just use a little bit, and then, that's fine, see? And then on my neck, and then the spray. So we'll do my rose and cucumber. I know it looks insane. My witch hazel. And like, I've done makeup for so many years without caring about my skin, especially when I was a teenager, because I didn't have anybody teach me any better. So, this is me teaching you better. And if you want me to do like the whole video of me explaining like how I do my makeup, and like the way I do it, the reasons why I do it the way I do it, like how I do it all lifted. I started doing my makeup based off of drag queens, but that's all I'm gonna say. But let me know if you want me to do another video of just talking about my makeup, because I will. But okay, I think I'm so nervous to actually post this, but this is my first YouTube video, so we're posting it, we're ending it now. So thank you. My name is Mackenzie, and I'm just trying to find a way in life and something to do that will make me happy, so thank you.